Good morning, it's Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and I just want to say Merry Christmas to you all, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So let's get straight into this. So we got a brand new counter trap revealed from Alliance Inside for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, which is really awesome. So we actually haven't got a good counter trap in a very long time. I think the last one was like Utopic Draco. It was the Utopic Draco counter trap, if you remember that one. And that one's actually really solid. I think it's a better Solemn Strike that a lot of people are sleeping on. It literally says exactly what Solemn Strike does without paying life points. And then you also get the additional effect if you banish a monster, steal it. I think that's a pretty great counter trap. However, it hasn't really seen any play just because counter traps really have fallen off lately. At least trap decks in general have fallen off lately. With the rise of hand traps and mid-range combos and one-card starters, decks that are like very controlling, like Altergeist, Labyrinth, Eldritch, and kind of fallen off to the wayside. And I really do want to see decks like these revive themselves. However, the only reason why they were staying meta relevant for as long as they did was because they were relying on some really broken DB staples like Rivalry of Warlords, Goes and Match, Summon Limit, There Can Only Be One. There's a lot of really annoying floodgates that back row decks have been like living in like life support on for like years now, and now that they're gone, we've seen that these decks kind of just fall off to the wayside. Doesn't matter how crazy they are, they just fall off because the continuous traps they relied on just can't propel it forward with them being gone. So hopefully this counter trap changes that. Hopefully it's insane. So this is Dragon's Mind. This is a new counter trap, and it has two abilities. First ability says, hey, when your opponent activates a monster, spell a trap effect, while you control a monster with 2,500 or more attack, negate and destroy that card, which is pretty awesome. It is a really, really powerful effect. It doesn't negate the activation, so keep that in mind. However, that is a really, really nasty effect. The fact that it just says, hey, as long as you control a 2,500 beat stick, you're just a free negate, that's pretty freaking good. Its second effect of this card is what I think what makes it broken. Its second effect says, hey, you can pay 2,500 life points, reset this card from the graveyard, however, banish it when it leaves the field. That is a very broken effect. It's basically Lost Wind on a counter trap that can negate monsters, spells, and traps. That's a pretty solid effect. This Dragon's Mind card, I could definitely see play in decks like Dynamorphia, decks like Eldritch, decks like Labyrinth, decks that already have like a base 2,500 beat stick. They all revolve around. Now, I will say I do likely don't see this card being seen play in decks like Subterrors, or decks like Altergeist, which are low bodies, little tiny dudes that have some really powerful abilities. I think this deck the deck that has this card has to be playing at least a 2,500 or bigger beat stick, and luckily Eldritch and Labyrinth do that pretty well. Same thing with Dynamorphia. All these decks are basically all 3,000 range, which feels pretty nice. So yeah, that's really about it. I think this counter trap has huge potential. Does it fix Labyrinth as a whole, or just trap decks as a whole without their floodgates? I don't think so. I think it's a really solid card. It definitely helps you recur advantage, because one of the biggest issues with trap decks nowadays is that once they use their interruption, it's gone now. They're just top decking. This card literally says, no worries, man. You get 2 activations with this card, which does feel pretty nice. Now, and I also feels really good about this card is that it can negate spells and traps. Meaning this card can negate cards like Lightning Storm and Harpy's Feather Duster and Evenly, cards that have historically cooked trap decks to the dirt. So that feels pretty well, and I feel like if you're playing a trap deck that can play a monster very early in the game with 2,500 or more attack, you should be playing these cards. And I think it's like almost a mandatory at this point. But that's all I got. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't think stupid. See you next one, and bye-bye.